Druid versus Lilith. Pulverize. I don't even know in which order I need to press my skills. Good fight. Good fight. Okay, on second phase, I'm gonna go Petrify. Do I need to Petrify before or after she's alive? Oh man, Lilith is such a joke, dude, on every class. Like, just look at her the wrong way and I'm gonna Petrify after. So we're gonna do this, boom, boom, boom. A good fight. Very nice fight, Lilith. Druid Pulverize. Such a joke, man. Like, I just made this character, man. Like, it's... Yeah. Yeah, nobody said we would struggle. Like, they just made it so true. Like, I mean, this could be 4-player HP, Lilith. Like, she just, like, whoop, gets eaten by the bear, dude. Good fight, good fight. Lilith's too hard, man. Let's go on her and eat her alive, dude. Oh, look, we have Petrify again. Whoop. Eaten. Whoop. Do you fear the big bad bear? Looking good, man. Red bear versus a red boss. Well, GG, Lilith. This is the Pulverize Druid. I have very high crit chance here. We're rocking 77% and we're getting another 6 from our Sanguine Brace. So let's see how the damage is gonna be. I mean, the overpowers here will be pretty insane. That's for sure. We also get more overpower if we... more chance to overpower if we kill stuff. My armor is about 12k right now. I could like get a bit more armor with better gear. Like, this is still a fairly new druid. But it is pretty strong already. Especially with all this crit chance. Because you only really deal damage if you crit and overpower. And you overpower a lot more when you just kill enemies. Yeah, our bulwark is very nice to tank this poison. And we have Sanguine Brace. So we have a lot of damage reduction when we're injured. Or like a lot more damage reduction when we're injured. I guess a bit more armor wouldn't hurt right now. Resources are pretty good, I think. I mean, I'm like used to like pretty aggressive playstyle. Like, obviously you don't have to go into these poison explosions the guys are doing here. Like, I was just running into the poison. Like, you don't have to do that. But you know, I like to be like tanky enough to be able to do that. This is basically like upheaval bar, but like much more range. So I really like it. And here we like poof, one shot these. Like every 20 kills or so triggers a new overpower from our spirit boon here. Like every 20th kill causes my Pulverize to overpower. Which is pretty frequently here, especially if you're killing like small monsters like these spiders. Plop, what's up? And I don't even have my glyphs like fully leveled yet. But I'm going. Yeah, we definitely one-shot all of these. Yeah, see, like, as soon as the overpower hits, it kills them all. And you're pretty much blasting the entire screen as well. Flop, flop. Eaten. Eaten alive. Probably tank this without a worry in the world. Boom. Lethal Shrine, let's go. We got a lot of keys here as well. That is very good. Blop, one shot. Yeah, feels pretty good, and I'm still leveling the glyphs here. So we're getting a lot stronger. This is one of the strongest Druid builds as of right now. Pulverize, Druid, very big AoE, good DPS. High one-shot potential, especially with the... let's open the one that we just found here, Flooded Depth. The crit chance potential that we have here. Because right now we are rocking like more than 70% crit chance when we're buffed. And that's basically for the Banished Lord Talisman, which is similar to the Barb. It just doubles the amount of crit overpower damage that you do. Like if you do a hit that is guaranteed to overpower and guaranteed to crit, you're dealing 2.2 times more damage, which absolutely makes it ridiculous. Like you see here, like we're hitting for like 10 million plus on the high-end hits. And my armor is like 12k-ish. And see, like if we need resources, we can just use our dash. We're using Type's Will Metamorphosis combination. I will go over the gear here in a second to just kinda overpower all these. But there's damage reduction, guys, here. I did not see. So you see, when there's no damage reduction, like you just do like one Pulverize, basically, and if it overpowers, the entire screen dies. And this is like not a fully min-max character. You see, boom, one overpower, and it's dead. I could probably tank this poison. And I mean, we're bare, like we're still rocking like 23k life, and still have about 12k armor right now. I could use a bit more armor if I get like a better chest armor and stuff. I'll show you the gear here in a sec. There's definitely some more stuff you can optimize. And you can also get more armor while in wear bear form, which is also pretty incredible. And yeah, we're also using Blood Boil here to gain even more overpowers. So we're sliding down the ladder. And here we're cramping. It's really fun to play this as well. Just because like you're killing like so many different angles and it's like such big AoE. Boom, boom. Like we're just slapping in the back here. Just looking at them, it kills them already. Definitely one of the biggest AoEs. And also, like you see here, that the target gets stunned whenever you overpower them. It's from the Pulverized rune here. It hits a healthy enemy. Really good. Feels really comfortable to play. And definitely a very good leveling build. Like I leveled with this all the way to 100. And it was so smooth. Boom. See, boom. It's going, man. It's going. Here, kill damage reduction. And you're getting a lot of resources back from your Umbral. But you see, like, when we're not overpowered, it's not dealing too much damage. But when we overpower, it's like, boom, dead, basically. So we're using the Umbral here. Whenever we crowd control an enemy, we get 4 resources. And whenever we use an Earth Skill, which Pulverize is an Earth Skill, we get a bunch of resource costs. We get a bunch of resource back. And that's how we maintain. You see, every time I attack, my resource goes down and up and up and down. It's pretty crazy. Boom, boom. Shockwave, dead. So yeah, that's the setup pretty much. So this is how we're fixing our resources. We have the ring, restores 4. And we have the boot combination here. Damage from Earth skills. Again, Pulverize is an Earth skill. It slows enemies, and slow is a crowd control. So boom, we're getting 4 resource for every enemy that we hit with Pulverize. And Pulverize has this like insane AoE. It is like as long as you can see on the screen. Plus there is even more Pulverize after from our bracers here. That makes Pulverize an Earth skill. And you also spawn Tectonic Spikes, which also deal damage. And they also proc your Disobedience that you pay on the chest. So yeah, total armor, damage reduction. Like this one could use higher armor. If you go in wherever I have like 8k armor right now, plus Disobedience, we are about 12k. I could use like a bit more armor here on the chest, for example. Then we're rocking the Harlequin's Crest. Pulverized bracers here. I need a bit higher crit chance here. So right now I rolled a lot. It's already 20 million per roll. And I have 76. So you can get a little more. You can get like up to 80% crit chance with this, and we are using the cruelty potion here because again our crits big DPS with our banished lords. That's the combination. Then we're using Target's Will with a level 1 metamorphosis. Whenever we run out of resources, we can just use our spacebar, and you see here, boom, we're getting 100 spirit because this 50 here that we get from metamorphosis is multiplied by all of our resource generation. So we have resource generation here, here, and here. So we're almost getting like 100 spirit back whenever we just press spacebar. Yeah, we just explained the crit stuff. Yeah, boots we already talked about. Here I like to have movement speed. You can also go with a bit of spirit cost reduction. What this will do, it's gonna take one more Pulverize to reach 300 for the amulet, but I feel like it can still be worth it. You see, I only had 296 and not at 300. Now I'm at 300 and my next attack is guaranteed to overpower. So now I'm like guaranteed like 100% overpower, and crit is 80, so it's also very likely to crit. But I still like to have the spirit cost roll here. You can have up to 10, and it will basically just +1 Pulverize hits to overpower with the amulet, but still, you can just blast a lot more, especially on single targets. It's very useful to just, you know, continuously overpower. And yeah, with Target's Will on rank 1, like you can see here, even if I don't hit anything, so my Umbral doesn't even work right now, because I'm not hitting anything. If I just do it right, like you see the chains above my head, and whenever I press spacebar, I just get full spirit back. So I can just almost Pulverize forever, basically. Then we're rocking a Pulverize 200% here, and it's very important that we have crowd control damage here. It's similar to Barb damage to Berserking. There is a note later in the Paragon board. You really want to reach 40% there. So you need, this is also the reason why we use the staff. So you need like, I think it's 150% damage to crowd controlled. And we do get one roll on the ring as well, damage to crowd controlled enemies. And so the second ring here is core skill, deal up to 40% damage when we're fortified, and we are getting fortified from killing enemies, and we're also getting fortified from basically just attacking. Here, Safeguard, you can also like skill this even more. There's also another Fortify bonus that you can take. Yeah, it's down here. Whenever you use a defensive skill, such as Earthen Bulwark, which also fortifies you, but I don't need this right now because I get enough Fortify already. But you can also use Bolster. So there's many ways to get Fortify. But yeah, we just use Sanguine Embrace and 1 point in Safeguard, and it's enough to get fortified together with Earthen Bulwark because it also fortifies you next to the barrier. Then we have the Banished Lord Talisman, pretty self-explanatory, doubling our damage again, and also ranks to core skills, resource gen, like just really, really good stats. I like to have life on rings, and here I roll physical damage. Again, if you don't use the staff or don't have a staff, you roll crowd controlled. You want to max out. Where is it at? This Paragon node here. So right now I'm missing like a little bit because my ring is not perfect. But yeah, you want a 1.4 multiplier here, like the full multiplier. It's just so much damage. Yeah, Spirit Boons looking like this here. A 10% damage reduction from elites. Then I have partnered here on the second one. We have crit chance and crit damage multipliers. You can also go for maximum life instead of crit chance, like you can do this. But I just like to have like 80% crit chance, because that's basically, if you ever play Druid, guys, it feels like you're hitting like a wet noodle if you don't have overpower and crit and Banished Lord Talisman. So yeah, I'm like very high emphasis here on our crit chance, 76%, really good stuff. Then we have actually all our Vampiric Powers. So Blood Bolt for the overpower, Metamorphosis for the resources, Sanguine Embrace for Fortify, Resilience here for damage reduction. You saw in the first one I was actually dropping pretty low. It gives you another 50% damage reduction. And you can also, for our 12Z, probably go with damage reduction while injured here to even enhance that effect. And the last Vampiric Power is Prey on the Weak, more damage to vulnerable targets. And again, we can make stuff vulnerable just with our evade. Let's say on a boss, like you just do this once, and you see this guy is vulnerable all the time, and yeah, very easy. Boom, 6 million. Dead. And then the current Paragon board is basically laid out. If you have all your rings at a decent item power, I have like one ring here that's 820. So it's not 100% ideal. I would have 70 everywhere without having any all rest on any of the gear. Just need 3-5 all rest gems and you'll be good. But you need a little bit of item power on the rings. You see this one only gives 10, but normal ring gives 12. So I would have 70 with this Paragon board. I just don't have it right now. There is another option you can do. I didn't do this right now, but could probably min-max my armor a little better with my current gear. Where's that? I think there's one here that gives you like additive resistance. Remember where it was. Can I not search for resistance here? Yeah, this one here. We could put a few more points in Ancestral. Let's say I could put in one more point here and then actually I get armor. That would probably be a bit more beneficial. You see, then we have 70 everything. So yeah, that is definitely an option to do. Just like put 2 more points in here, get a bit more rest and take 2 skulls. I should probably actually do that. But it really depends on the rest of your gear. Like my armor is also not 925, so I'm losing like about 150 armor unbuffed, so that's like 300 armor buffed here, so I would have 300 armor more with a better chest piece. Yeah, you want to reach like 13k armor here. Yeah, but the rest of the skill tree looks like this. We don't really use our generator much. You can also put 1 more point here if you want extra movement speed. And change the ring, if you like that, to aspect of natural balance. So then you would like hit with this every 4 seconds to get another 12%, 45% crit multiplier. But I just like to have the 1.4 and I can just right click. I don't even need to cast this. Like these 4 are just buffs. And I don't even need to cast any generators here. So I'm just good like this. And yeah, we take all the support here for core skills. We take crit chance against close enemies. So we actually have 6% more if we are like close to them. So that would give us a total of 82% crit chance. Also really good. Playing Earthen Bulwark here for the toughness. You can also play Blood Howl if you like healing. That's really optional. I just like Earthen Bulwark. It also gives you Fortify. Yeah, damage reduction after using a defensive skill. Again, this one is a defensive skill. And this one here, Debilitating Raw, big toughness, also gives you Fortify. We become Fortify pretty easy. Like you could even like experiment with like dropping this point here if you want to rest and putting it into the rest. Really depends. Then we have Provocation here. Big overpower. Like another overpower source basically. And Pulverize itself, by the way, is great because your next Pulverize will overpower every enemy every 12 seconds. So you have like, I think 5 different sources of overpower. So you have Pulverize itself. You have the Provocation. You have the Blood Boil active by itself. So yeah, you have your Spirit Boon. It's actually 4 sources of overpower here. Every 20th skill is overpowering. So yeah, we are playing a Calamity again. Can use Fortify one, but I prefer this one. And then yeah, every 20th skill overpowers with Obsidian Slam. So that's like 4 different sources of overpower. Really good stuff. We're playing the Earth skill support here. Trample. All the nature magic support, and we are playing Grizzly Rage. This one gives you damage, makes you unstoppable, and gives you damage reduction. You can also play Petrify if you prefer. And we are rocking Urson Strength here. So whenever we're in Werebear, which we always are, if we just attack, Pulverize already transfers us into Werebear. We get extra armor, and here we also get extra life, and we get extra damage and extra overpower damage while we're healthy. So this one is really insane. Paragon board, big shoutouts to Broiler for this one. This is a very optimized board. Again, it gives you full all rest without even getting any resistance on your gear anywhere. And it gives you a lot of life and a lot of armor. So yeah, we're playing Shapeshifter here on the starter board. Then we have Inner Beast with Dominate, really good for the overpowered synergies. Then we're rocking Ancestral Guidance, like we're constantly spinning spirits, so another 1.3 multiplier. With Outmatch here, also very good glyph. Big DPS boost multiplier. Earth and Devastation. Do notice here we have a lot of legendary ultimate boards, Paragon nodes here, because they're just so good, dude. So this one also increases our stuff here. You want to reach the 1.4. I don't quite have it, like, again, it's the second day of playing Druid. I can min-max it a bit, like definitely a lot more. But it's already pretty good. And you notice like this Paragon board is like a pretty optimal route already. You can also take here another 7 if you want. It really depends, but I like to have more damage against not quite controlled enemies. But yeah, I'll have the planner in the description for this one. So Werebear, obviously we are in Werebear, this one gives us even more damage reduction and more damage. Then we are playing Survival Instinct here, another 1.5 up to. And Exploit, because we make targets vulnerable. And then this one is really good, Total Armor while in Werebear form, like this gives us like such a big boost. And then on the final board here we have the Tendril board with Earth and Sky. And this one is so insane because it gives you like 4.4% life. And I don't even have all these glyphs leveled yet, so this will even go up. And yeah, we're also like missing another 4% life here because we are like a little short on dex right now. But yeah, if we min-max the gear a bit more, we can definitely reach that. Like if I had a bit more here. And then probably a couple Paragon node switches. We might even actually be able to min-max to get the dex nodes here. It's pretty close already. So there's like often like here, for example, you see this, like we could get another 5 dex and don't lose anything. So here, if we do this like 2 more times, like here is willpower, we can't do that. Here we can't do it either. Could almost do it here. But yeah, there's definitely, you know, some ways. So here, you see it here, we can also get a bit more dex. We do this, we do this. This is how I usually optimize my boards. And now we need 5 more. So this is not dex, unfortunately. Here we can do it, you see? But just like that, you can like sort of optimize the boards, and now we have another 4% life. But this really depends on the gear that you have, right? Like obviously, it's better to take willpower rather than dex in a normal circumstance, because willpower is your main stat and gives you more damage. But here, in order to reach, like, if you're already this close to reach the final node, it's very good. Like here, the intelligence is like way off, right? And it's only 10% additive. But this one, 4% life is really good. So now we're actually rocking 23k life. And if you feel like you're dying off Abattoir of Zir, like I said, you can even rock more life. So now we are rocking 26k life, right? But yeah, there's a lot of like little things that you can, like depending on the situation, can adjust on the fly. This just comes with experience. But yeah, you will learn this like as you play the game for more hours. And playing different characters and different classes and different builds helps out a lot. So I encourage you to experiment around, and you'll get to be able to make these decisions on the fly. I think it's really cool. And yeah, this is like actually very close to Barbarian playstyle. If you like Upheaval, you will like this one even more, because it's basically Upheaval, but it has way more range, and it's super fun, and you're like a big bear that like just slaps everything around, and yeah, super cool playstyle, man. I like it a lot. So give it a shot, guys. I hope you enjoyed this overview. GG. Take care, my friends. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.